"21-year-old Jayana Tanae Webb, charged with multiple felony counts of murder in the third degree, homicide by motor vehicle while under the influence, and manslaughter in the deaths of Pennsylvania State Troopers Martin Mack, Brandon Siska, and a pedestrian. The crash happened Monday around 1 o'clock in the morning on I-95 South near the stadiums.
Jana, did you drink that night?
Earlier today, Webb was escorted out of Troop K, wearing the handcuffs of the troopers she allegedly hit and killed while under the influence, with a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit, according to sources.
How much had you had to drink that night?
A Twitter page with the handle Tanae_J includes a post from January that reads, quote, "If you ask me, I'm the best drunk driver ever. Sources confirm investigators are looking into her social media."
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit y'all another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely stupendous. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of y'all. And you all, we have a story out of Pennsylvania by way of Philadelphia. Big shout out to everybody in the great state of Pennsylvania. Everyone in the great city of Philadelphia. This story right here is a prime example of why you must take heed to the signs. And I'm talking about the signs in life and also the speed limit signs. You know, these speed limit signs are here for a reason. Now look, I'm not going to tear it too long today. I just want to make a strong point. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to walk your butt away. You know, and this story would have never been brought out to the public if Miss Jayana Webb would have paid attention to the damn signs. Now, this young lady, been bragging on social media for the last few months about how she has a tenacity to drink and drive. But just like any other tenacity, sooner or later, if it's not good and line up with the words of God, chances are you're going to wind up in trouble. And the reason why I say the word of God, because some of you are looking around like, what the word of God have to do with this? Because it also says this right here is that, you know, warning comes before destruction. Let me repeat that. It says that warning comes before destruction. So Janiyah had all kinds of warning, even the night that she killed these 3 people, which happened to be 2 state troopers and also 1 civilian. And number one, my condolences goes out to those 2 state troopers and also to those 2 state troopers' family and also to the civilian and also to his family, because all this could have been prevented if Janiyah Webb would have paid attention to the signs and went out there drinking and driving and thinking that everything is cool. Now, this young lady was posting things to Twitter like how she's drinking and driving, and also how she loved to get drunk and drive. And also the night that she killed these 2 state troopers, this is what she said. This really what stuck out to me. She says, "Why the cop pulled me over and he say I'm going 110 in a 50. Let me repeat that. She said, "Why the cop pulled me over and he say I'm going 110 in a 50. Now look, I know none of us is perfect. In truth, some of us speed. You know what I'm saying? I speed every now and then, but maybe I might go about 3-4 miles over the speed limit. And then when I notice I'm doing that, I bring it back down to the speed limit, because I'm sure that, you know, me going the extra 3, 4, 5 miles per hour is not going to hurt my time arriving somewhere. If you need to get somewhere earlier, guess what you need to do? Your ass need to leave a little earlier. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I tell this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion. I'll love it. Surely, as we go. Woman who bragged about drunk driving charged and crashed and killed 2 state troopers and also a civilian. Now, all this took place back in what? Yes, January. Miss Jayana tweeted, "If you ask me, I'm the best drunk driver ever." And guess what? Yes, you are, boo. Yes, you are. You are infamous for this accident right here, because they got your picture plastered everywhere, even in Ukraine. Ukraine got a whole damn war going on, but guess what? They know what the hell you done. Now, and on Tuesday, everything came to the light. You know what I'm saying? They say what don't come out in the wash will come out in the damn rinse. You feel what I'm saying? For people who don't know what that means, go ask somebody who's a little bit older. Anyway, and on Tuesday, 21-year-old Jayana T. Webb was charged for allegedly running over and killing 2 state troopers and a civilian after being pulled over for a DUI. Now, Let me tell you. And I tried to make sense of this story all night long. I was tossing and turning, you know what I'm saying? To and fro. I'm like, Lord, why did you let this heifer go? And I ain't even mean to make that rhyme. But one thing about it, I was thinking to myself, well, what is the lesson that can be learned out of this? Because I try to find a lesson in everything in life. Because maybe it can just benefit me in my life or somebody that I'm talking to. So the only lesson that came to my mind was that, you know what? Some people have to learn the hard way. You feel what I'm saying? Now look, we all are given opportunities in life. We all are given chances. But guess what? Sooner or later, your chance is going to run dry. You know what I'm saying? Like that old saying, you don't miss your water to what? Your well run dry. And sometimes your chances be just like that, as in the case of Miss Jayana Webb. She thought that she was going to keep drinking and driving at speed and then having the nerve to brag on it. Now, she made this post around, if I'm not mistaken, 12:47 a.m. when she said, why the cop pulled me over and say I'm going 110 and a 50. So guess what? You told on yourself. You pretty much showed what you was doing. It's like having a camera recording. True, you didn't have no cell phone recording or a camcorder, but guess what you did? You did give us a damn receipt. You did give us a record of what was really going on because it was so funny to you. And guess what? 2 minutes later, after she made this tweet, her whole life changed, and also 3 other people's life changed, and also their families. Now let's continue. Webb has been charged with 3 counts of third-degree murder and also homicide by vehicle and a battery of DUI-related charges. Damn, Pennsylvania, what kind of charge is that? A battery of a DUI-related charge. What kind of mess is that? I ain't never heard of that one. Anyway, the fatal incident began when Webb was pulled over by 2 state troopers, Martin F. Mack and Brandon T. Siska. And thank you all for your service also. And number one, like I said earlier in the video, my condolences goes out to you all in your family because it's a noble thing what you all done to leave this woman. And they would have never left this woman if they didn't have a more urgent call. That's why they left, because they had a man that was in the middle of the highway for some kind of strange reason. I don't know why Mr. Reyes, that's his name, was in the highway. Maybe he was going through some kind of mental episode. Maybe his car broke down. We do not know. But one thing about it is that they spared Jayana. And guess what she did? Instead of her taking heat, like, Lord, that was a close call. Now let me ask you all this before I finish your story out. Have you ever heard of somebody going 110 and a 50 and their ass is not arrested or detained some kind of way? So she was blessed to not go to jail right then. But guess what? She wind up going to jail for more serious charges a little bit later. Because guess what? She have not learned her lesson. All this is a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Life is a lesson. And until you learn your lesson, guess what? You bound to repeat it or live in hell. Now, the 2 state troopers let Jayana go without any recourse when they were called away to attend a man walking on the interstate. And like I say, I don't know why Mr. Reyes was walking on the interstate. Maybe he was going through some kind of episode. Now, 2 miles down the interstate, the pair was assisting the man, 28-year-old Reyes Rivera Oliveras, when Webb appeared and tried to speed past the scene and rammed her car into the police SUV. And they say she rammed her car so hard into this SUV that the doors on the SUV detached on the driver's side. I couldn't really tell from the passenger side, but from what I seen on the driver's side, she knocked the doors off. So how fast was you really going? You was going over 100-something miles per hour to hit a vehicle that hard and kill those people, knock them clear across the interstate where they was found laying dead at, and also knock the doors off the SUV. So how fast she was going. But you know what's a miracle though? It's the fact that if you look at Jayana's face, she don't have a scar on her face. Guess what? Her legs ain't broken. Her wrists ain't broken. True enough, her heart may be broken, which is the main thing that need to be broken. But guess what? She was totally spared. All just to suffer later. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it works in life. Learn from your mistakes. If you out here drinking and driving, you shouldn't be doing that. If you out here smoking weed, getting high, or doing other drugs, and you're under the influence of any narcotic or alcoholic beverage, chances are you need to sit your ass down and give somebody your keys, because sooner or later you're going to wind up messing yourself up, killing yourself, or killing somebody else. Anyway, let's finish out. They say when Webb appeared and tried to speed past the scene, she rammed her vehicle into the SUV, killing all 3 people, authorities said. Now, according to police, Webb hit the SUV so hard that both doors on the driver's side detached from the car and ejected the 3 men into the highway in the opposite lanes where they was later found dead at right there. So you have to hit a vehicle very hard to knock 3 men out of a vehicle clear across the interstate where it was ultimately pronounced dead at. But look at Jay on her face, like I said a few minutes earlier. She don't have a scar on her face. Not true. She's sitting there with the okie doke look like, what the hell did I do? But guess what though? See, that's what happens. Let me tell you all this right here. Look, the speed limit signs are there for a reason. I don't like some of them because it don't make no sense to me, some of them. But I understand it is the law and we should obey the law. You see what I'm saying? Because when you play a stupid game, guess what you're going to win? You're going to win the stupid prize always. But let me also leave you all with this, is that warning comes before destruction. Now, she had her final warning when those 2 state troopers who've lost their life stopped her going 110 and they 50, and they still let her go. They didn't try to detain her. They didn't call nobody else to assist them. They let her go because they had a more urgent call. But guess what, though? She did not learn her lesson yet. She immediately jumps on Twitter, tweets that a cop stopped me and say I'm going 110 and 50. And guess what she do a few minutes later? Speed again and then kill those same cops and also the civilian. And guess what? Now she winds up all over the news. See, this is what happened in life when you don't do things the way you're supposed to. Sooner or later, like the old folks say, something's going to slow you down. So guess what? Take heed and obey the law and respect people. You know what I'm saying? Would you want somebody drinking and driving, speeding around you or your family or your children? I'm sure you wouldn't. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. And as this story is updated and more info come out, I will keep you all updated also. So if you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed and have a great day. Live and let live. Obey the law. Do not drink and drive. Do not even get high and drive. If you want to do that, stay at home or get you a designated driver who is not impaired like you are. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm out.